Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ryan from American Trucks, and today I'm here with the Barricade Retractable bed cover fitting your 2015 and up F-150. It's going to be for the F-150 owner that is looking for a simple, low-profile, clamp-on rigid bed cover to keep their cargo safe and dry. It is perfect for those of you that are looking for the convenience of a retractable cover. This cover will not only improve the look of your truck, but it may just improve some of your miles per gallon. This cover allows you to open and close it easily with one hand, allowing as much access as needed. And not only that, but it's lockable in any position due to those movable latches. This bed cover features a rigid polycarbonate construction, and it's engineered from a single sheet designed to roll up and close without the use of hinges or joints. This comes complete as a kit with everything needed to install, and like I said, it is a simple clamp-on design, so there's no drilling or modification required. This particular bed cover that we are installing is for a 6.5-foot bed. However, Barricade does offer it for a 5.5-foot bed. This is reasonably priced on the site when compared to others of this same design and construction. At just around $900, I think this is a great option to go with. As far as install goes, I'm going to give this 1 out of 3 wrenches, since you can install this in about an hour using basic hand tools. Now with that being said, let's hop into the install. Tools required for this install: the tape measure, the 2 provided Allen keys with the kit, T25 Torx bit that is also included with the kit. So the first thing we're going to do, since we have a lot of parts and hardware with this kit, so we're going to start assembling some of this stuff on the table. So you're going to have your bed rail end caps, your stops, and your clamps. We're going to start with our end caps, and you're going to have these small bolts and a lock washer with a nylon ring inside. These are going to go up through the bottom of these caps, and we're just going to screw this nut on loosely for now. After that, we're going to assemble our stops. So we're going to have those small little bolts again, and those are going to go up through into this recessed hole, and then we're going to screw a nylon lock nut on top of it. And we're going to do that same thing for the other 5. So the next thing we're going to do is assemble our clamps. The first thing we're going to do is take this nylon set screw, and we're just going to thread this gently into this threaded hole on the side. And we're going to take this large bolt that comes in the kit. This is going to go into this recessed hole and just poke out the other side for now. Just lay that down like that, move on to the next one. So we'll do the same thing for the other 3. So next we're going to take our retractable bed cover. We're going to place it in the bed of the truck, centering it between the 2 bed sides all the way up against the back. Once you get this set all the way in the back of your truck, you're going to have this seal on the back edge. You're going to make sure that that is pulled out and laying flat. And we're going to push this thing all the way back up against the rear. So once we have the actual cover installed, the next thing we're going to do is install our rails. You're going to have this long flat edge with a seal. This is going to ride along the bed edge, and you want the pre-drilled holes to face towards the front, because we're going to slide these into this section and put a set screw in there. So you're going to have this edge here that says pre-drilled holes for a set screw. We have this edge on our new frame rail, so we want to slide this edge over this, and then this flat edge is going to go underneath it here. So we're going to lay this on the bed rail, and we're going to line this up, slide that under. You want to feed this cover through there, and then slide this underneath the rest of it. Once it's all the way in, it'll stop, and you'll see that the holes have lined up. So we're going to take these little black set screws that they give us that have a Torx head, and we're going to use the provided Torx bit to screw those in. Then we'll do the same thing for the other side. So now that we have our rails installed, the next thing we're going to work on is installing these stops. Now Barricade provides you with 3 per side, and you can use as many as you would like. This is so you can stop your bed wherever you would like it. So we're going to install 2 per side, and the first one we're going to slide all the way to the back, We're going to place it 1/16 of an inch away from that set screw and tighten it up with the provided Allen key. So the way these go in is this nylon lock nut that we installed on these just slides into this rail, and then that's going to hold that in place while we slide these all the way back. So like I said, this first one we're going to slide all the way back to the set screw. We're going to place it 1/16 of an inch away, and we're going to use the provided Allen key to tighten it up. Now when you're tightening these up, you do not want to tighten them too much. You should torque them a maximum of 5 foot-pounds. So you want to snug them just enough so that they're going to stay in place. So we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Like I said, we're using 2 per side, so you want to make sure that you use the same on both sides. We're going to slide one all the way to the front, we're going to leave one here at the back. So same thing, this one's going to go about 1/16 of an inch away from that set screw that we installed. So next, since we have to install our clamps eventually, what we're going to do is take 2 nylon lock nuts. We're going to face that nylon up, and we're going to slide these into this rail. Once we get those in, we're going to slide our last stop on. And then after that, we're going to install our bed rail end cap. Now this end cap is going to have a hole on the top. That's going to get a set screw, and you're going to have this flat area over here. This is going to lay over top of that. So once again, since we installed that bolt with that nylon lock nut, that is going to slide into that rail. And once we get that in, we're going to tighten that up using that provided Allen key, the large Allen key. So we're going to tighten that up. You want to tighten that up more than 5 foot-pounds of torque, and then we're going to install that set screw. So we're going to take that small little screw that we're provided with, and then we'll take our Allen key and we'll screw that into there. So after you get all of that installed, we're going to make sure that we have plenty of clearance in between this edge here and the tailgate. Barricade provides you with this 1/8 inch measuring device. So you want to place this here, shut your tailgate, and make sure that you have that space there available. Then we'll do the same thing for the other side. Once you have this rail cap on, the next thing we're going to do is set up this last stop. Now it is crucial to place both of these stops in the same position on both sides. We're going to butt this all the way up at the end so our cover will lock when it's fully closed. So we're going to take that same large Allen key and just tighten this up. So the next thing we're going to do is attach our clamps to the bed rail. Now these clamps are going to clamp onto the bed sides. We're also going to screw that bolt that we put into there into these nylon lock nuts. So we're going to slide a nut all the way to the back as far as we can, and a nut all the way to the front. We're going to put a clamp as far front as possible and as far rear possible. So we're going to start with our back one. So once you have it started in that nut, we're going to tighten that up. Using that large Allen key that they give us. Once we get that nice and tight, then we're going to clamp it down on the bed rail using that same Allen key. So we're gonna go all the way back near the tailgate, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get that screw started in that nut that we have in the rail, and you wanna make this as far back as possible. So Barricade provides you with drain tubes, and there's a hole underneath of the bottom of this rolled up section. So this is just going to press and click inside of that, and then you can take these drain tubes, cut a hole in this plug back here, and then just route those out. That'll drain all of the water out. Do the same thing for the other side. So at this point in time, everything is installed and tightened up. So now is the time to make adjustments. You want to make sure that these rails are flat and parallel to each other. That's going to allow this to have smooth operation. And you want to adjust your latches, make sure that everything is tight and where it needs to be. So that's going to wrap up my review and install. For more videos like this, check us out at AmericanTrucks.com.